Good morning, dear American people. I've been making a lot of great progress to making this country great again. And we have a crisis in our midst. We have a crisis of the incels. There's a lot of men who can't get a woman. Unlike me, because I'm cool, I get a lot of women. But, there's a lot of neckbeards and incels. The women don't want to date them, and they really should because they're really nice guys, by the way. And I received a pretty interesting video by a guy named Wrestling Otaku. I guess he's very good at wrestling. He's a big guy, He's like a sumo wrestler, and he likes anime as well. So he's like, he's an otaku. He likes Japan. I love Japan. Japan's pretty great. But anyway, I want to read this letter to the women of this nation so that they can go and date him because quite frankly he deserves a wife, he deserves a loving woman to love him and make a family with him. The basic founding blocks of our country, a stable family. So anyway, here's the letter. I quote, I quote, "My list of requirements for any woman to date me," by Wrestling Otaku. The video description said, "Made a list, checked it twice, laughing my ass off, get it, question mark." This stream is powered by Power Director and ImageFlip.com and the power of anime. I love anime, by the way. Sponsored by Flacco5, very great NFL player, the best guy. All Elite AEW Wrestling. Wrestling Otaku is hashtag All Elite. The following content is a Double O studio production presenting a Wrestling Otaku video. Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the one and only Wrestler Otaku channel. Of course, your personification of excellence here on YouTube. I'm glad to be seeing you here on the premiere of the Wrestling Otaku channel right here on YouTube.com. And I'm back here today. Tonight it is officially Tuesday still. I said still, December 20th, I believe. It's still the 20th, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is December 2022. So it's, I believe, it is approaching 7. I think we're past, I think it's 7 past 7, whatever have you. So I wasn't going to make this video here today, believe me, I wasn't. Just got off work for a little while ago, and we're a couple of days away from Christmas. So I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season and all that kind of stuff. My holidays pretty much the same as it is every year. For the last couple of years, nothing special. I mean, it's Christmas is still my favorite holiday, but it is what it is. So no wrestling topic today, no sports topic today. Although we got the next week of NFL, I believe. Week 16 comes up this weekend, I believe. Christmas weekend. But no usual topic here. Today. I'm going to be discussing something that I haven't really talked about at all much of all, either on this channel or on social media in general. And for quite some time, and I guess, sort of opening Pandora's box somewhat, talking about this topic again, but here today I wanted to talk about dating relationships in general, in relationships in general, and obviously it relates to that. I'm going to be talking about women. We love our women, guys. All right, so I've made it known that I'm not in the dating scene anymore, and I have my reasons for not being in the dating scene anymore. Valid reasons. Most of the reasons, well, one of the biggest reasons is though, just like I've said multiple times, I've made videos about this. There's a number of videos. One of my most watched, most viewed videos is that I have ever uploaded on this channel was a video talking about this, and it has a fact that women of this generation just ain't worth it. They just aren't worth they just aren't worth the trouble as far as I'm concerned. They are so nowadays they seem to think that guys like us have to live up to their standards. They have to, we frankly have to live up to their expectations, and if we don't, well, we ain't shit. Well, quite frankly, I'm gonna think the same about you. If you're gonna think that I ain't shit, well, then I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna say that you ain't shit. It's as simple as that. You want respect? How about you give some respect in turn, okay? You want people to respect. You want us guys to respect you. How about you earn some fucking respect, okay? It's not something you can just snap your fingers and say, "Oh my god, I gotta respect you just because you're a woman, because you're just because you're gender." I can't stand when people do that. And it's one of those things where men now or women nowadays are just so fucked, like demanding, like they just fucking like, oh my god, we have to do this for them because they're women. It's just, I'm sorry, I don't operate like that, man. To me, it should be 50. Any relationship, no matter man woman or man man or woman woman, whatever, whatever, you know, we've got all sorts of, different sexualities, and that's fine. And I'm fine with, whatever sexuality somebody might has. It's just, as long as you respect mine, but any relationship at all, romantic, whatever have you, should be 50-50. All right. That's just my philosophy. It should be 50-50. But these women out here seem to think that it's 70-30 or 80-20 in their favor, that they have all the control in the relationship. I just can't stand that shit. And too many women nowadays are like that, because the reason being is because they've been spoiled for so many years, and they've been basically told that they've basically fostered this mentality from the media, the mainstream media today. And it's a lot of it has to do with society in general, social media in general, all the women's empowerment stuff. They've basically told that they are the superior gender, and all they get all the rights, they get all the they're empowered and all this, and guys ain't shit. They are very much told this. That's why you got so many feminists movements out here, all these feminazis and all this kind of shit. And so it is what it is, man. That's why I'm not in the dating scene anymore, because I don't want to deal with that shit, man. I'm I'm just done with that. I've dealt with it in my 20s. I'm not doing it again here, man. And I had to deal with a lot of that bullshit coming up. Believe me, a lot. In my, well, that's not really so much my teen years, because I was in school and shit, and I didn't personally care for school anyway, but and to my, you know, and my young adult years, 18, 19, and then in my 20s, and now here I am at 33. I'm not dealing with that shit anymore, man. I've got priorities, I've got goals, I've got my own life to live. I got things that I want to do with myself, and I want to get my life in order. I want to get my life straight, which I'm starting to do, and it started going down the right path. And I just don't have time for that nonsense. You've got all these fucking, apologists out here shit talking about, oh, don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm not here to play games, folks. I'm here to fucking not play games. I'm not here to play games, by the way. Like Kevin Nash said, look at the adjective play. Even though it's not an adjective, but a verb. It's not an adjective, it's a verb. So Kevin Nash kind of messed it up. But you got what I'm saying. But look at the verb play. I'm not here to play. I'm here to do no bullshit. I'm not here to do that bullshit. So it's just one of those things, man. I have decided that if they're gonna come cracked, if they're gonna come at me cracked to give me any kind of respect or give me any sort of, legitimate reason to go out with them, then I won't bother. I just won't bother. They're not coming cracked to give me any sort of respect, then, I just won't bother. I prefer to stay solo, by the way. I'm solo. I'm a lone wolf, I guess you could say. I prefer it like I'm single, and I prefer it that way. Now, you get people out here that can delude themselves into thinking whatever they say. Oh my god, he can't get with females, blah, 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 blah. or so, or whatever stupid shit people are gonna delude themselves into telling, just to try to fucking give me a bad name and all that. But the fact is, I'm out here telling you, I prefer to be alone rather than with a piece of shit stuck up full of themselves. A woman who is quite frankly not worth my time, and is just gonna treat me like shit. I'm not gonna be with somebody like that, you know. I refuse to. I refuse to do that all. Okay, I'm in my 30s, now going into my mid 30s. I'm done with this childish shit, man. I'm done with all that high school drama bullshit, man. I'm done with it. I'm done with that Mickey Mouse bullshit, man. So that's just how I am. That's where I stand now, okay? That's where I stand. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. Tough shit, click off the video, click off the channel, and move to the fucking somewhere else. Move the fuck on with yourselves if you don't like it. So that's where I am, man. I'm not playing by anybody's rules, anybody else's rules. I'm not playing by these females' rules. These females' rules. I'm not playing by the woman's rules. I'm playing by my rules. So that's just where I stand, man. I don't care. I don't give a shit about marriage. I don't give a shit about none of that. I personally didn't care for that shit anyway. Marriage, the constitution of marriage nowadays is a joke. And number one, number two, marriage is fucking expensive as fucking, since one of those things, I don't really need to entertain the idea right now, especially where I am right now financially. And then number three, again, I don't even, if I had the first two things, I'd woman out here that would be worth marriage. I don't see any woman out here. I don't honestly see any woman that would be worth me doing that. I don't see any woman out here that would be worth marriage, and it's just not. And I just don't see it. It's just I just don't see it, so I don't even bother. Don't waste my time. I'm solo, I'm a lone wolf, I'm single. I prefer it that way. So it is what it is. But since we're entertaining the idea of dating and all that, since I'm on the subject, I figured I'd make this video today because it's content, and I'm sure you guys want to hear my opinions on this, as do you. Pretty much everything else that I talk about on this channel about. And I guarantee you, this is going to be a Wrestling Otaku exclusive video right here on this channel. And I can assure you, this is going to go on the archive channel at some point. People are going to want to archive this. If you want to go and mark this video down, this is going to be a historic video here, believe me. You're probably going to want to archive this and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens. So, in light of all this, everything that I just talked about in terms of dating, whatever have you, and what I look for in terms of dating, what I look for in terms of, or what did look for in terms of a partner, and I still do, but very unlikely that I'm ever gonna see it. But I have said, in light of this whole topic, I have set some standards for myself when it comes to this. They want to live up, they want to have their little unrealistic fucking expectations or goals or standards of men. Well, guess what? I've got my own expectations and standards for when it comes to women. When it comes to a woman that I want to date, and so that's where I am right now. That's where I'm right now. In light of that, I have created a list of requirements that women must meet in order to date me. Okay, so that's pretty much what the title of this video is going to be. My list of requirements for dating, or a list of requirements that women must meet to date me, or however you want to put that. I'll figure out, well, a fancy title later on. Anyway, so I've created the list, and I have indeed written it down in the handy dandy notebook. Yes, the same one that I've been typing, writing other stuff in. So here's the list. So these are my prerequisites. If that's how you, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Say it. These are my requirements for dating. These are my requirements for women, for any woman who wants to date me. And yes, this is for women only, because I'm not there. I'm not no fruitcake. I'm not. I don't swing it the other way, okay? There's no sausage party over here, okay? So get that out of your minds right now. I have to specify this because if I don't, you jerk offs in the fucking comments and on, social media are gonna say whatever, and I'm not having that. So from me, I'm telling you this is strictly for women only to date me, queen. To date me. So there you go. Again, I don't have a problem with if you identify, and let me just say this before we get to the list here. I don't have a problem if with somebody identifies as homosexual, gay, or if you're a man and you like another man, or if you're a woman who likes another I don't have a problem with that, okay? That's your preference, that's your choice, whatever have you, and it is a choice. It is a preference. Get the fuck out of here with this. Oh, you don't know anything. You're born that way. Oh, you're born that way. Bullshit. Bullshit. You're born that way. So you need to tell me that women are born straight. They're they come up straight for most of their life, and they just turn gay or lesbian. Fuck off. Fuck off with that. Fuck off. That's a life choice thing. It's a preference. Fuck over it. But anyways, I was saying I have no problem with gay people, okay? I have no problem with gay guys. I have no problem if you identify as a homosexual. I've actually come across several pretty cool homosexuals at my job. You know, when when I'm on the register or when I'm helping somebody out, I've come across several, gay dudes, and they're pretty cool. They're actually some of the coolest people I've ever met. So I have no problem with that. I'll greet them the same way I would greet anybody else. Any race, any creed, any gender, any sexuality. I treat everybody the same. All I ask is that you treat me the same way. Don't force your gayness or don't force your sexuality onto me because I ain't having it. Because that's just all I ask. But with that being said, now that I've gotten that out of the way, let us get to the list. My list of requirements for a woman to date me. Okay, first off, very important, you must be moderately attractive. Now, what I mean by this, I don't mean you have to be a fucking Tara Banks or America's Next Top Model attractive. I don't mean you have to be a fucking perfect 10. You could be a 5 or a 4, and I would still date you. It's just that all I require is that you're moderately attractive, and at the very least you keep your appearance up, you take care of yourself. At the very least, just do basic stuff, take care of yourself, brush, shower, clean your clothes, stuff like that. Just all that I require is you take care of yourself, okay? That's all I ask. Women do that shit anyway, so that's all I ask, is to keep up appearances. You keep up your appearance, and even if I'm not around, that's just all that I ask. And so, the last thing I want is some, just just a woman who doesn't clean herself, doesn't bathe, hair all over the place, and clothes dirty, stuff like that. I just can't get behind it. I just can't do it. Can't do it at the so at the very least, clean yourself up, or keep yourself clean up, and be moderately attractive. Again, you don't have to be a freaking supermodel. Okay, all right. So next up, I got that the first one out of the way. Okay, so next, you must be independent. In other words, you must have your own job and make your own money. You must have your own income, have your own source of income, because I am not taking care of you. I am not. Hold on. Sorry. So anyway, the last but point I just ended up making. You must be independent. Must make your own money. Must have your own job. Must have your own income because I'm not taking care of you. I'm not providing for you. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your fucking sugar daddy. I'm not your fucking personal bank. I'm not your fucking personal loan agent or none of that shit. Okay, no freebies over here, all right? You must make your own money. You must provide for yourself. It's as simple as that. Take it or leave it. Okay, none of that, none of that, none of this. Oh, give me, lend me, can you spare? And all of that bullshit, okay? And if there comes a time where you have to borrow something, or I have to borrow something from you, you must be willing to give it to me. And if you have to borrow something for a time, I'll give back. I'll give you. You'll. Well, we will work something out, but you better be willing to pay back. And depending on what happens, I may or may not accept your payment. So, accept a payment back. That sort of thing. But the point is, just be independent, have your own money. Sometimes I don't accept payments back. Sometimes you get stuff for free because I'm still pretty generous. So okay. So next up. All right. So next up, a woman must know how to cook and be willing to cook at all times. Now, this is as a big deal as the first two. Now I personally prefer to eat out stuff anyway. I do a lot of eat out, takeout, fast food, stuff like that. It is what it is. That's just what I am. Or that's just how I am. But if it comes to a point where we have to eat or want to eat for a change or whatever, or there's a big holiday coming up, like for example Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner or whatever the case may be, I expect a woman to at least know how to cook. Okay, now I'm trying to be fucking. Don't sit here up here and put, oh, you're sexist. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has just. I expect a woman to know how to cook. It's just as simple as that. Uh, you know, I like for women to cook for me every once in a while. It is what it is. So at the very least, you're doing at the very least now your way around the kitchen. Know your way around the kitchen. So that's all I'll say on that. So must be willing to cook and must know how. Okay, so next up, must be cleanly, must be tidy, and you must clean up after yourself. Well, that's pretty self explanatory. That kind of falls in line with the taking care of yourself as well. But if you make a mess, like you just in the. I don't care if it's your place, my place, our place. If we're living together, whatever our living situation is, just be tidy, clean, clean up after yourself, stuff like that, you know. I don't like a dirty, trashy woman. It's just how it is, and I will do the same. I expect we're living together that you take care of the majority of the cleaning duties, the majority, and I will do my share as well. Um, I am not gonna laze around and do nothing. So yeah, but I expect you to be tidy at the very least. So at least a module level of tidiness in cleaning up after yourself. All right. So next, a woman must be courteous and must be friendly at all times. Okay, I don't want a woman with no fucking attitude. I don't like women who are just bitchy for the sake of being bitchy. I don't care if it's that time of the month. I don't care. That's just how you are. I just don't like just immensely unstable bitchy woman. It's just immensely unstable woman. It's just not really my cup of tea. It's just not very my thing. So I expect you to be kind-hearted and be courteous, to be friendly. So towards me or anybody, unless somebody gives you a hard time, and somebody else is being, Like, say for example, we're out in public, and somebody is just being a piece of shit or whatever. Then I'll give you full reign to go off on that person, but there, just don't bring it my way. Okay. I didn't do anything to you, so just I expect you to carry yourself in a certain manner. I expect you to carry yourself in a certain way, as to, because you represent yourself and you represent me in a relationship. So I expect you to be kind-hearted and courteous, and friendly at all times. So I don't want none of that be, just being a bitch for the sake of being a bitch. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't do it to other people, so I expect you to not do it to me. But yes, so that's that. So next up, let's see. And did I mention before with the being independent? I don't want any. I don't want any. And I probably should have mentioned this one when I made this point first, but I'll go back and real quick just to make sure I get everything here, just to make sure I touch all my basics here. When I say be independent, make your own money, have your own income, no gold diggers, okay? No gold diggers, no two timers, no none of that shit, okay? Like I've said, I'm not your sugar daddy or none of that shit. You make your own fucking money, okay? You provide for yourself, and I'll do the same. And maybe you provide for me a little bit, cause I'll be that will be great. But rest assured, I'm not one of those fucking douchebag guys who just lives off their lives, of the woman, So you don't have to worry about that part. Next up, it's a big one. Next up, a woman must be willing and ready to give me sex anytime I want. That's right, anytime, any time of day, obviously not in public. Well, hell, if we're in a situation, maybe in public, but hey, yeah, if you want to do some kinky shit, no, man, a woman must be willing to give it to me at any time and any point during the day, particularly when we're by ourselves. I don't want to hear no. I don't want again. I don't want you to give me no attitude or none of that shit. Oh, I don't feel like it. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You must be willing to give it up to me at any point of the day. Cause I have actually had relationships where I have had females tell me that they would give me sex anytime I wanted it. You don't believe me? I've got the fucking messages. So, yes, so that's something that I would expect. I fully expect you to be ready to give it up to me up at any time. We're in a relationship, so yeah, if we're in a relationship and it's romantic and consensual, I expect you to be ready to give it to me at any time. And finally, finally, and this one isn't as serious. It's kind of a one I just threw out there. Finally, whenever we're by ourselves, whenever we're alone at home and in private, you must call me master at all times. Like when you come in the door, like say for example, if you're coming in from the store or coming in from work and you see me and I'm doing whatever, you greet me, and when I greet you, I expect you to say hello, master, or something like that. Or when you're waked up in the morning, when when you wake me up, or whatever have you, or when I wake you up, or whatever, I expect you to greet me by saying good morning, master, or good evening, master, or any kind of stuff like that, because that would be fucking amazing. That would be so great. That would be so great. Just a little kink I have, a little kind of fantasy that I have somewhat, but that's tough. That one's not as big a deal. Um, but that thought, the other ones on the list prior, the ones that I just listed off, are definitely big deals, and I expect any woman I'm dating to live up to those requirements, those prerequisites, before I even consider dating you. So oh yeah, and now that I am YouTube famous, I also demand that you pay me $100 straight up to date me. I don't accept no credit, no long term payment schemes. I just straight up cash. I am cool, and a lot of women have messaged me who want to date me. So you better pay up or be left out to dry. You know what I'm saying? So that's just it, man. Those are my standards. Those are my requirements. So any woman looking to date me or whatever the case may be, or take me out or whatever, those are the standards. Those are my requirements, and you've got to live up to them. A lot of them, all of them. Now maybe some of them might be negotiable, but I fully expect you to meet at least a good half of them. So I'm just putting this out there. Okay, just putting it out there because you can't have it any way you want. Okay, this isn't Burger King. You can't have it your way. All right. So that's just where I am. That's just where I stand. Okay, you wanna go out with me, you wanna date me or whatever the case may be, you wanna make shit with me, you gotta meet my standards. And if not, too bad, you gotta get a stepping. So that's where I am right now, man. Those are my requirements, and I'm standing by them, and I'm not changing them. And so, like I said, negotiable, some of them are, but you better live up to at least some of them. So, that's all I've got to say for that, man. So, thanks for watching this little impromptu video. So yeah, I just had to, make that cause I'll be thinking about it in my head. you know Sometimes it just happens when I get ideas in my head, in my little head, for videos and stuff. I was actually debating or whether or not to do it on this channel or my Air Force channel. And I'd figure I'd do it here because obviously this on here, it will get more attraction. If it will get more, attention, obviously, just based on my history. But anyways, so pretty much all that I've got to say for now. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate all the support I can get. Be sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified of all my future uploads, because if you don't, gonna miss out on some good content, man. But anyway, that's pretty much all that I've got to say for this. So once again, have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you all. I should be, I probably do, more videos leaning onto, and even during Christmas, so you'll be seeing more. You'll be seeing more of me. But if not, if by some event, I don't do any videos or whatever have you, just wanted to say Merry Christmas to you all, have a happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But that's gonna be it for this video for now. So thanks for watching again, guys. Gonna close this out here, and I appreciate you guys staying in tuned and making this video a part of your day, a part of your night, and I appreciate your support to the channel as always. So, thank you for watching once again. Till next time, Wrestling Otaku. I'm out, guys. See you all later. And fuck Ross Shaman, meow. Quotes cat in the background. Okay, so that was his speech. He's a terrific gentleman. He's a very magnificent guy. And I think that all the ladies in the audience, you should call him up. His channel is called The Wrestling Otaku. You should DM him, and you should give him $100 because he is selling out like a hotcake. He's very popular because he's such a cool guy, and you can take it while it's hot. It's a very good business deal. I've been a businessman. I've known many, many terrific business deals, and I think that this one is a very good date, a very good take, and a excellent business deal. God bless you, and God bless America.